Ladies and gentlemen, after what turned out to be a bit of a tragic crystal opening on Thursday, I had to jump into the 3-star arena, smash out 1.6 million points just to guarantee that we could get the 3-star version of the brand new champion Havok. And today I'm really excited to do the rank up and gameplay video. I got this dude yesterday evening and took him up to rank 3 initially just to kind of, get a bit of a handle on the character because he's got some quite new stuff to play around with. And I think I've got an alright idea of how to play Havok. He's very interesting and a little bit quirky as well. I think he's a little bit different to a lot of the other characters that we have in the game and also has some slightly unique utility as well. So yeah, we're going to have a bit of fun today. We're going to put him to the ultimate 3-star test and see if we can get through the final quest of Act 4 and kill Maestro with Havok. So it's going to be a bit of a fun one today. But before we do that, we need to max this lad out and also check out his abilities, have a quick recap, just to explain kind of the basics of Havok and what is going to be going on when we're playing this champion. Let's go for another 5k one, a little bit overkill there with the, class bonus. But there we go, that brings them up to around 2,600 there, so definitely quite high in terms of the 3-star power index. Not that that really, matters too much, but it's always nice to see some big numbers, lads. We love a good big number there. So some of the first stuff on Havok is he is immune to all forms of Incinerate, so he can counter champions like Mephisto is probably the biggest one when it comes to this passive here. But I would say, comparatively speaking, like Void is still kind of the ultimate Mephisto Slayer in my books. But hey, Incinerate immunity, that's going to be pretty useful for a few fights in the future. He also has a really significant amount of additional energy resistance. Also, his power gain is split, so he gains 25% less power from landing and receiving hits. However, as a substitute from this, he will generate 2.5% of a bar of power each second. So yeah, that's all right there. To be honest, it feels kind of like normal power gain if you're playing quite aggressively. It can feel maybe a little bit slower, but if if the opponent is throwing special attacks quite slowly, or you're playing against a defensive AI, this could be, a nice little bonus there. So it's alright, and also makes him a little bit more annoying on defense because he has that chance to go over to a special 3 there. He also reduces the opponent's critical damage rating by 50%, so if you get struck by a crit, you're taking half damage. His medium attacks, heavy attacks, and light combo ending attacks do not make contact. So that's all his mediums, all his heavies, and they deal energy damage, but it's only a light attack if it ends a combo, so that's important to keep in mind there. But there's not really, to be honest, much of a reason to end a combo with a light attack, at least to the best of my knowledge when playing Havok. So yeah, that's a bit of an interesting one there. It makes him a counter to champions like Electro and Korg and some other nodes. I think like Morningstar as well, and I think it's the spiked armor node that if you do not make contact, you do not take damage back, but I need to do a little bit of testing on that. But definitely like Electro and Korg, this one is really useful for. So he's going to generate a plasma charge every 5 seconds, and this is kind of one of his core mechanics, and he can have a maximum of 10 plasma charges. If he is power locked, this increases to 2 charges every 5 seconds. Also, each time Havok receives either energy damage or a critical hit, he gains 1 plasma charge as well, but if he is affected by a power drain, Havok will lose all of his plasma charges. When Havok would generate a plasma charge beyond his maximum, so when he gains more than 10, he instead places a plasma build-up on the opponent, and the plasma build-ups either last to 11 stacks when they're just going to detonate by themselves, and that's one of the very annoying things when fighting Havok, especially in Uncollected. But if you remove it with a Purify effect, and this can be triggered via the special 3, it deals triple the damage, so that's very important to keep in mind as well, that kind of cleansing those plasma charges by the special 3 is really good. However, if champions have any sort of armor up buff that is a standard armor up buff, one that can be nullified and not kind of a passive armor up effect, they receive no damage from this ability. So champions like Rocket Raccoon, when you dash back, Sentinel from the special 3, Killmonger, Iron Man Infinity War, to the best of my knowledge, still take damage from the plasma, so that's pretty good there. And then the heavy attack, does a couple of things. So it converts 2 plasma charges to 1 prowess, each increasing special attack damage by 10% and lasting until Havok's next special attack ends. And this is quite important because a lot of Havok's special damage, if you really want to get some big stuff, comes from mega charge special 3s. So a way to kind of increase that damage by an additional 50% is getting 5 of these stacks for even more damage there if you want an even bigger special 3. And also the heavy attacks place a feedback debuff on the opponent, which deals energy damage over its duration for each plasma build up on the opponent. So kind of as this cycles like up and up, the damage will increase. But 10 seconds, you know, it's not that long, but it's an additional source of damage and makes the heavy kind of well worth using if you've kind of got like over 4 or 5 stacks of the plasma on the opponent. And then we have special attacks. So if Havok has +7 stacks of prowess, all hits of his special become unblockable, and he converts up to 5 plasma charges into even more passive prowess effects, each increasing special attack damage by 10% and lasting for 13 seconds. Now, as far as the special attacks go, it kind of seems like the two to use are the special 1 and the special 3. So the special 1, I found, in my experience, it's really good for kind of getting into the fight. So on activating the special attack, you gain an overcharge passive for the next 9 seconds, which grants you +1 plasma charge every single second. Now, so you fire off the special 1, you get at least 9 plasma charges. However, Havok's Awakened ability synergizes not only with this, but all of the other ways to gain plasma charges. So it basically gives him like a chance whenever he gains a plasma chance equal to his signature level. So this one at level 30 on a 3-star, he's got almost a 44% chance to gain another one. So, you know, just using the special 1, man, can give you a lot of plasma charges there and really kind of help you get a little bit into the fight. So I find, you know, when starting the fight, special 1 seems to be the thing to throw. But yeah, there may be some scenarios where maybe you've got a bit of a slower start in terms of getting your power up, and maybe you don't want to use it, but just in my experience, it seems pretty good to use for most of the fights to get started. The special attack 2 deals a lot of additional attack damage, as long as the opponent doesn't have an active armor up buff, but at least in my experience, the special 3 is absolutely nuts. So it converts all of the plasma charges into prowess passive effects, so it gives you like just a crazy amount of prowess there, often like, you know, 100% additional special damage on top of everything, and also gives you a huge amount of additional attack for each plasma charge converted, and will purify all plasma buildups on the opponent. So the special attack 3, providing you've got a lot of plasma on yourself and the opponent, is just absolutely mega. But it's important to bear in mind, maybe the special 2 can be used in scenarios where you don't, you know, really have any of that plasma available, because it doesn't require that. And it's special 2, it still does a lot of damage, but if you really want to see the big numbers, it is all about that special 3 when it comes to Havok. So yeah, there is quite a bit going on in terms of his abilities, and I think it's much easier to understand if we just jump into some of the gameplay and show Havok off a little bit. So let's jump into Act 4, and we're going to go into, what is it, number 6 here. And one of the best things as well about Havok is he slots so well if you really enjoy the champion, just into kind of the full X-Men team synergy. So with Cyclops in this, we're just going to focus on his one. He gains 2 plasma charges after each special attack, so it means he's going to gain at least 11 plasma charges when firing off the special 1. Makes it crazy to ramp up. And also the one with Wolverine, which is each time Havok deals energy damage to the opponent, he has a 10% chance to gain 1 plasma charge as well. So that's off mediums, off heavies, off your special 1. So yeah, some really nice stuff there. But anyway, let's jump into the matchup and see what we can you know, do with Havok and have a bit of fun. But I think one of the things, just observationally, that I've kind of noticed about this character, he is a bit of a short ramp-up champion. He's not kind of your Corvus Glaive, your Stark-Enhanced Spider-Man, not really a character that you can expect to, like, queue into a fight, and within, you know, the first few combos, expect to see anything like super silly, ridiculous, insane. But as you get more and more into the fight, you're just going to see so much more benefit off this dude. So yeah, here we're firing off the special 1, and as you can see, our plasma charges are just absolutely soaring at the moment, so much that they're going to start leaking over to Hulk here, and this is a time, if you can, to try and throw a heavy attack. but most of the time there's like so many plasma charges that it detonates, but it's already ramped up yours to 10 and got some on Hulk there. So this tends to tie in pretty damn well. But to be honest, man, looking at this matchup, it looks better just to finish this one off, maybe with a special 2 here. Let's fire that off. Yeah, just absolutely beautiful there. And the special 3, I actually don't know if we can actually get to it in any of these matchups, but we're going to give it a try, man. We're going to see if it works. We might have to, like, avoid using the special 1, maybe. Because, yeah, we just get too much damage that way. But as you can see, 3-star Havok just absolutely shredded through that Hulk. Man, that was just such a good kill there. Let's go into the symbiote as well, and he feels really, really fun to play. I love the look of Havok and also all of his kind of like sound effects and animations. I think are pretty damn cool as well. But let's see what kind of matchup looks like if you immediately charge up for the special 3. So again, you're kind of hoping that awakened ability is going to carry you a little bit and allow you to get some additional plasma charges there. Right, so we got 7 here. We got 8. Right, do we want to go for... Let's just go for a nuke here. Let's see how much it deals with 8. Again, this is missing like 12 additional plasma charges that could ramp up the damage even more. But even in that scenario, man, absolutely crushed. He didn't stand a chance. So that was a pretty good time. Pretty good time. We could have maybe used the special 3 sooner, actually. We might try it in the next matchup. But yeah, I don't know, I really do like, and you're going to see this, we'll do some bigger matchups as well. I kind of like the special 1, and then the special 3 ramp up. Something like that is a little bit better, but it's become evident that nobody's going to be able to survive long enough, and that this 3-star champion is, you know, a little bit too overpowered. So yeah, I'm not really too sure where Havok's going to fit in the tier list. I think at the very least, I'm kind of debating a position somewhere between like high demigod tier, maybe god tier. I'm not too sure, because that special 3 is just nasty. And I think if we have like some certain phase-based champions as well, you're just going to be able to like nuke through certain phases of that special 3. Like if, you know, the Gauntlet Thanos comes back, which I imagine he might do, kind of similar bosses for stuff like Avengers Endgame. I don't know, man, that special 3 is very, very nice for eradicating certain chunks of health. Like, imagine, what is it? The Gauntlet version of Thanos, right? The bad stage, obviously, is that kind of like final 30%. So you just get to that. You're like fully charged up with Havok. You fire off a special 3 and he's dead. If you've got a stacked 1, that'd just be such a good time, man. Such a good time. I kind of feel like we're going to get like a variant for the initial Thanos, so interested to see what's going to go on there. Anyway, let's get this magic down if we can. Okay, we got parry. Oh, unfortunately we got limbo here, and we definitely don't want to proc this stuff during limbo. Right, let's go. Come on. So much overkill here, man. I'm really looking forward to like unleashing this on Maestro. It does feel really, really satisfying. And I guess one of the added benefits is that with like a 5 or 6-star version of this champion, is that like additional stopper that you have to increase the damage by up to 20%. That's going to be absolutely huge. So yeah, I feel pretty comfortable saying that I think Havok, outside of Domino against bleed champions, because Domino, once she's ramped up, and maybe Star-Lord as well once he's ramped up, like, they have insane special 3s, but I think outside of those characters, I can't think of any special attacks that kind of come anywhere near the level of output of Havok's special 3. And, you know, this is just on a 3-star version of the champion. We got, like, 20k health pools here, easily blitzing through 10k of it. So we're gonna have to jump into some Act 5 content, because this is just, it's too straightforward, man. It's too straightforward, but at the same time, I really want to get to Maestro. And we've set matchups like Arco Below Iron Man, which might be fun. But you can see for most of it, man, it's just get to the special 3, backlog the damage, and then just absolutely shred the opponent. So it works really, really well. And there are certain caveats of RNG, and I think if you have the additional like Wasp and Captain America synergy, you can also gain plasma charges off parry as well. So that's something to build in. But the fact that this champion just slots so perfectly into kind of the rest of the X-Men is incredibly badass. And I think having this kind of unique brand of energy damage for existing content like Ultron's Assault variant, like in the first chapter, where you've got all these bleed and poison immune robots, which, you know, make a lot of their existing mutant and skill champions that rely on like bleed effects quite heavily very annoying to use. And having this champion that has, you know, a ton of energy damage is going to be pretty damn awesome there. Right, let's fire that off, and that, it really is just as simple as that for every single matchup. Maybe we'll try using the special too on the next one for a bit of fun, because we've just had too many matchups. Let's use the special 2 on Gamora and see how we get on with this one, man. Hopefully we don't die to a stupidly timed special evade there. But yeah, I mean, if you get this dude early on as a 3-star, it kind of just looks like you're laughing when it comes to some of this this content. I'm getting a really, really good vibe from this champion. You know, if you watch the Diablo rank up and gameplay video, we quit like, I think it was like before that Ronin. I just got so bored. I think we might have actually got to Iron Man. I'm not too sure, but I remember like quitting like halfway through just because his damage output was just beyond terrible, man. Right, let's fire off that special 2. Yeah, special 2, it's not bad, man, but again, the special 3 is too good. It's too good not to use. Right, let's go for this. Pop, pop, pop. Straight in the bin, mate. Straight in the bin. But yeah, that special 1 is a little bit nuts, man. It is a little bit nuts. Right, okay, let's go for Arc Overload Iron Man. Well, we got the class disadvantage here, so this might be a little bit more of an interesting one. So we'll see if we can get through this lad. Also, he's going to have the Arc Overload regeneration, which is not going to allow us to make too much of a dent toward the start of this one. Right, I think let's go for a special 1, man. Get those charges ramped up. Oh no, I wanted to get some more prowess in. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. But it puts us in an alright spot for building up to the, what is it, the special 3 now. And hopefully we can just absolutely nuke this lad down when he's not got Arc Overload active. Right, I think we're going to wait just one more stack so we can get max damage here. Right, let's go for it. Come on, man. Let's nuke this Iron Man. Go. Oh, energy damage. That's just disgusting. That's so disgusting, man. Oh, he's so much fun to play. He is so much fun to play. Bro, I'm getting big on the Mr. Sinister and Havok crystals. We're having at least 2 openings, man. We got to do it, because I'm having way too much fun, but I didn't want to go big on just on the what is it? Just on the Havok ones alone, just because I was like, I'm just not bothered about Diablo at all, man. Alright, let's check out a couple more of these in, and then we've got this, what is it, Mystic Symbiote to nuke down fairly quick. Maybe see if we can finish him off with a special 2 crit. I don't know if that's a bit too optimistic, but we'll see what happens. See how many prowess charges we have. Right, does this one have Scarlet Witch's specials? Yeah. I think it's got to be special 3, actually. Let's go! Right, fire that off. And you're dead, mate. You're so dead. Oh, it is genuinely disgusting, man. That special 3 is just madness. It's so much madness. Those special damage nodes, the ones power shield nodes. Oh gosh, this guy. I really hope there's like a massive power shield lane somewhere in Act 6 where Havok can just absolutely ruin it, mate. That'd be so much fun there. Right, okay, we got Maestro here now, so let's go for 1 level 1 health potion. And let's go for a big ramp up, boys. We're feeling ambitious today. Let's see what happens. If I can play well enough and deal with that special 1, It's always the fun game that we play when getting to Maestro is, do I remember how to evade the special one? Right, let's get that feedback buff off. All right. If we get some good time in here. Come on, mate. Let's go. Right, this should be interesting, man. We got 10 stacks on us, 9 on Maestro. Very, very nice there. Right, special 2 in Assassin's range. Oh, man. That was a really smooth kill. A really, really smooth kill. Oh, I enjoyed that. That's a really good time. I think we were also, like, close. If we'd done another special 3, we could have got a massive chunk of damage on there, which would have been enough to probably kill him like Arc Overload as well. But that was, as far as 3-star champions go, definitely one of the better kills. That just felt really, really easy, really, really straightforward. I don't feel like Havok is like too much stress to play either, because when it comes to like certain new champions mechanics, especially like looking at everything and reading Havok stuff, sometimes you wonder if it can be like a bit too much to juggle, but it was alright. But anyway, let's jump into the final quest of Act 5. I know there's quite a big Electro here, so I want to fight a big Electro and I want to fight a big Korg, just to kind of finish this one off and see if we can deal with it, man. So I need to be a little bit careful. And also one of the I assume really good things about Havok's damage is the big stuff comes from the special 3. So you notice on the what is it, the lights here, even though we might take a bit of damage back, it's not really like that much damage. So let's see if we can get a Fat Boy SP3 off. Oh, and also we're getting tons of plasma charges because Electro is what is it, when we do take that damage back, it's all energy damage. So if we make contact with a light, getting a ton of plasma there. Alright, let's try and get to 10 stacks if we can. And let's go for it. Damn, man, this is such a beefy Electro for a 3-star to be taken on. Okay, how much damage was that? Oh my goodness, that's about almost 24k there. I think it's about 15k, 8k. It's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. I think we're going to see so many, like, interesting little interactions with Havok and some of the champions that are going to come out this year. So yeah, I'm bloody excited about it, man. Right, I think in Assassins this like might be enough. Oh, very, very close. If we can detonate that plasma. Oh, that was just silly, man. That's so silly for a 3-star champion. Really good though, really, really good. He took down that super stacked Electro like it wasn't a problem at all. Again, if you got like a 4-star 441 or like a, you know, maxed out 4-star, rank 2 5-star, like that Electro, he's probably dead off the first special 3. So good, man, so good. And also, like, the awakened ability, as you've probably seen, like, is like a nice little bonus, but I really don't think it's needed when playing Havok. I think you could still have like a really, really good time, and arguably it'd be a little bit easier to manage plasma stacks if you have him unawakened. But obviously it's a nice little bonus as well. So I think the point I'm trying to make is when Havok comes out as a 6-star champion and he's added into that basic pool, he's probably going to be really, really good to get. Like, I would love to get a Havok out of that 6-star basic, man. And in, what is it, 4-5 months' time, something like that, we're going to be seeing, you know, a fair few people picking up unawakened 6-star Havok, so that's going to be quite nice there. Right, can we go ahead and duel this Korg? We had some sort of error there, so let's see if it's working this time. Right, fingers crossed. There we go, boys. Right, want to go for a Korg matchup as well. Bit of fun, see if I can play well against Korg today. And yeah, the best thing is those mediums being energy damage. You can just completely ignore the rock shield mechanic, and then it's all up to the ability to bait special attacks. So I want to try and ramp up to a special 3 and just annihilate this lad, if we can. Right, let's go, mate. Dodge that. Fantastic. Right, let's throw one of these just to get the charges down a little bit. Another combo. And, okay, we want to wait till he doesn't have rock shield before we throw the special 3. And let's go for it. Come on, mate. This has got to be enough. Oh, is it going to detonate all of those? Oh, damn. That was beautiful. That was so beautiful. Well, Havok's pretty good, guys. I really like this character, man. Like, so far, Kabam this year, a 2 out of 3. Thing is a banger. He's so much fun to play. Diablo sucks. He's just terrible. But Havok, man, is a great comeback. To go from Diablo to Havok is a good time. It's a really, really good time. But let me know what you think of Havok in the comment section below, ladies and gentlemen. Are you excited for this champion? Have you got a version? Are there any interesting uses or matchups that you found for him? And what tier do you think he is? Do you think he's high demigod? God tier? I personally don't think he lands in the beyond God tier, but I think there's maybe... I don't know, it's tough, man. I need to see some more kind of like maxed out 4- and 5-star gameplay for a bit of comparison. So yeah, I really hope somebody takes that kind of maxed out 5-star version and starts playing really, really well with that, because I'd love to see some more stuff. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Take care, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.